tell me about Emilia Perez, because you were like, what should we talk about? Emilia Perez, and I'm embarrassed to say I have no clue who this is.
I'm so happy to hear you say that, because you guys, chat, you guys know what I'm talking about. Chrissie has not seen the song. So, okay, wait, I'll give you the backstory first. Yes. I'm shocked. Like, I never would have brought it up because I just assumed you would have seen it a million times. Holy shit. Okay, so backstory. There's this movie, Emilia Perez. I will tell you what it's about. So it takes place in Mexico, right? And there is a cartel boss who, you know, murders people and drugs and all the shit and kidnaps children, all of it. And he looks like a fucking linebacker with face tattoos, everything. However, the cartel boss decides that he wants to be a stunning, brave, beautiful woman. So he hires some chick, some Mexican, Rita, to go to different countries and find where he can get his sex change so he can abandon his family to be a woman. So then he transitions to become the beautiful woman that he is.
Oh, wait, is this, I'm interrupting you. Is this the one that was nominated for
13 Oscars?
Okay, I have heard of this.
Gone with the Wind, Lord of the Rings, one of the most nominated movies of all time. So he becomes a woman and gets back in touch with his family and decides he's going to start a charity for missing kids who are missing because of him. So the message of the movie is basically become a trans, cut your balls off, and you'll just be a wonderful person.
Sounds easy. Yes, thank you, Fealty. I did talk about this on Simcast. I think I forgot the name of I forgot the name of the movie, but I remember the trans guy that was nominated for a bunch of awards.
Well, now though, there's this whole thing coming out that is delicious of they're going after the trans for inappropriate tweets. Let me tell you, I cooked dinner the other night for like a dozen people. I made chicken palm. I made all this stuff, and it was not half as delicious as this is because it's so good. So you see a bunch of this bitch's tweets, and you're like, it's kind of based. Like, talking about George Floyd and the Muslims. He was like, there's so many Muslims here, they're going to teach my kids how to sacrifice a goat. And then there's one like praising, then you get though to the one praising Hitler. It's just like, Hitler just had his opinions, that's all.
Yeah, like, ooh, this gal's making some good points.
But they are going hard after this bitch. Like, they're not
a full cancellation or just a light
full cancellation, which is so funny because it's like it's never enough for these people. Like, this is the first bitch to be nominated, the trans to be nominated for Best Actress, and it's not enough, and they're going after him.
Oof. Let me see what they're saying on Twitter about this. Emilia Perez.
It is delicious. I just think it's so funny though, because now this bitch is all pretending to be woke and talking about, oh, the trans genocide, they want to kill us, all that. And you see how these people who talk about all this woke shit don't even mean it.
I'm doing a Twitter search for Emilia Perez, and honestly, everything is coming up in Spanish. It's bothering me. Oh, Zoe Saldaña, did she win one?
They're saying she's going to win.
She's great.
But I don't know about now because, she was actually objectively good in it.
She's great. I've been in love with her ever since Center Stage.
That was her?
Yeah. Oh, she was in Center Stage. She was she played one of the roommates.
I did not know that.
Yep. She's not like the main character, but she's
great.
It's
just so funny how it is never enough for these people. Like, they were screaming for years, we need trans actors, and there is one. They nominate the bitch for an Oscar and they try to tear her down. It is just never enough for these people.
No,
It's like they had this Broadway show. They made a Broadway show out of Jagged Little Pill, the Alanis Morissette.
Oh, did they really? Oh, wow.
And they turned it into the wokest of the woke. It was just every issue. Everyone is trans. Everyone's a non-binary. But the thing is, and they had trans actors. The transes got pissed off at it because apparently the transes were not the right kind of transes. So they start picketing and protesting the show until it closes. So it's just so funny. Like, if I were in any position of hiring someone, if there were a gun to my head, I would not hire a trans, because this is the liability that you are welcoming in. And even if you do what they want, it is never, ever, ever enough.
Wow. It's like it's all crumbling before us. It's exciting to see. Let's see what Twitter is saying. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Hopefully some of these will be in English. Trans star of Emilia Perez gets canceled for tweets about vaccines, George Floyd, and immigration.
Oh, I don't think I saw the vaccine one. Ooh.
Oh, let me pull up this
based bitch
Evie article. And she's like, sorry, those were my thoughts when I had a penis.
Yeah, it's like she should have been like, I'm listening to the message of the movie, which is I cut my balls off and now I'm a good person.
Wow. Trans star Emilia Perez gets canceled for tweets about vaccines, George Floyd, and immigration. One of the funniest ironies in modern Hollywood discourse just unfolded. Karla Sofia Gascón, the star of the new Pedro, oh God, so much Spanish, Almodovar produced film Emilia Perez, which centers around a transgender cartel boss, is being attacked by the same progressives who were rallying around him 5 minutes ago. Yep, that seems about right. Gascón, a male Spanish actor who identifies as a woman, has committed the ultimate no-no for progressives, not by ignoring biological reality and foisting his delusions on others, but by holding the wrong political opinions. A resurfaced batch of tweets and comments from Gascón. I keep wanting to say Gaston.
Yeah, they kind of look alike. It's like Gaston in a wig.
Reveals that he has criticized China and vaccine mandates, questioned the media's worship of George Floyd, and spoken critically about the muzzies.
The muzzies. That is all I'm going to call them from now on.
Oh, I've been calling them muzzies for years.
Oh my God, I never heard that.
It's like they're fuzzy and like lovable. Cue the collective meltdown from the same crowd that championed a trans performer breaking barriers in a high profile. You have to break the barriers the way they want you to.
Yep. It is never enough for these people.
A high-profile international film. The result, a stunningly quick abandonment of their usual protect trans voices at all costs rhetoric in favor of their real golden rule, ideological purity above all. From celebrated to canceled in record time, the plot of Emilia Perez is already a political powder keg. Gascón plays a feared Mexican cartel boss who transitions and reinvents himself. The film, premiering at Cannes, was poised not to be confused with Cannes, was poised to be a major movement for trans representation in cinema. Left-wing media and activist circles were ready to celebrate the film as groundbreaking. It had already snatched up numerous awards. It currently leads the nominations for the 97th Academy Awards with 13 nods, including Best Picture and Best Actress for Gascón, making him the first openly trans performer nominated in an acting category.
And by the way, this bitch stole Pamela Anderson's spot. Pamela Anderson was robbed of her rightfully deserved Oscar nomination.
Wow.
She was amazing in that movie. I don't know if anyone saw the last
What movie?
It's called The Last Showgirl. She's this aging Vegas showgirl who her show's closing, and she's just so real and she's amazing. She should have won the damn thing.
You know, I would love to see the story of an aging showgirl.
It's kind of like probably relatable for her.
Why wouldn't they just have the chick who was the main actress from Showgirl? What the hell's her name? Elizabeth Berkley. We could see what was her name? Nomi
Malone.
Yeah, why don't we see what Nomi Malone is up to?
Chrissy, have you ever done a stream watching Showgirls?
No, but I think we should.
I am obsessed with that movie. I am obsessed with that movie.
All right, Keanu will have to do it too.
Yes.
Okay. Wow. If you couldn't tell they were trans, just have a look at the shoulders. Anyway, French politician. I told you,
he looks like a fucking linebacker.
Marion Marchal is facing possible prison time after referring to a transgender Spanish actor as a man. Wow. It is nice to live in America, isn't it? Karla Sofia Gascón banded together with multiple LGBTQ groups to file a legal complaint against Marchal for hate speech.
See, that's the thing. These people who pretend to be so woke do not mean a word of it. It's funny. I was talking about that Jagged Little Pill show. I had a friend who we were friends for a while. She agreed with me on everything. The transes, she loved Trump, all of it. And she was a theater actress. She got cast in that Jagged Little Pill show, and then suddenly her entire social media is she, her, Black Lives Matter. So these people who push this shit do not believe a word of it.
Wow. Ideological purity, man. Screenshots of past statements show that Gascon has been openly critical of multiple progressive political policies and movements. He has also posted scathing remarks about all major religions and allegedly made negative comments about celebrities and influencers, including Adele, not Adele, for being overweight, among other offensive tweets. Anya Taylor-Joy has unfollowed Karla Sofia Gascon's Instagram. Who cares? Yeah. As soon as these statements began making the rounds on social media, the response was swift. Liberal movie critics and progressive Twitter activists who had just been lauding Gascon's role as a victory for trans representation switched gears at breakneck speed. The team at Variety finding and posting all the Karla Sofia Gascón tweets one by one. Yes, everyone, look.
I love it.
This turn of events reveals the truth about the left's relationship with identity politics. Allegiance isn't actually about being trans, female, or part of any minority group. It's about ideological conformity. The moment someone deviates from the script, even slightly, they're quickly discarded. Wow, and she deactivated her Twitter. She'll be back. This isn't the first time an artist has been thrown under the bus for diverging from progressive dogma. As we all know, J.K. Rowling, Dave Chappelle have faced backlash for expressing views that stray from the approved narrative. It shows how empty the left's supposed support for marginalized communities really is. In response, Gascón issued a public apology stating, "I want to acknowledge the conversation around my past social media posts that have caused hurt. As someone, let me remind you, I am marginalized, okay? I am suffering. I know the suffering all too well. I'm deeply sorry." He's just like, hey, remember I'm trans? It seems like you forgot.
Remember I pretend to be woke?
I was supposed to get a free pass for everything. All my life I have fought for a better world. I believe light will always triumph over darkness.
It's like Long Legs. You are the darkness.
A better headline would be Karla Sofia Gascón makes history as the first openly racist and classist trans woman to be nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars. Wow.
Where's the racism? I was promised a racism.
Well, the Muzzies.
Yeah, the Muzzies.
The public reaction has been mixed. Some have accepted his supposed remorse, while others remain critical, noting that some of the tweets are as recent as 2023. This begs the question, has Gascón actually changed his opinion of any topics, or he's just being pressured to do so by a particular audience? Gascón has since deleted Twitter. Gascón should win. He's not a woman. I want to watch them clap as he takes a prestigious award from a woman. This is the bed Hollywood chose. Lie in it. Why does he look bigger as a chick?
Right?
Wow.
It's like oh my God. Ugh.
Can he go back? Is it too late for him to go back?
I was going to say, which does he look better as? But I would say neither.
He looks better as a man.
Better, but not good.
More natural.
Ugh.
You can see he's like, I don't know what to do with my arms and hands. I don't know.
It's like, damn, being a chick is more hard work than I thought it would be.
It is hard. It's a lot of work. Will this impact Emilia Perez? The film itself may get its moment in the sun. It's hard to feel bad for Hollywood progressives when they get tangled in their own contradictions. They pushed for a trans lead, got one, and then realized too late that he was far from perfect. Just like they threw out Caitlyn Jenner, just like they did away with Elliot Page. You know, you're never gonna get your perfect trans activist actor, people.
No, that's why all these identity labels, it is just a weapon that they wield to keep people in line and control people and get them to conform. They do not mean a word of it. Like they go after the so-called marginalized people, one who dares step out of line, harder than they go after anyone else.
Yeah. Now they're left scrambling, trying to figure out whether to keep
Adrian Brody. He's nominated for Best Actor. He has a whole history of doing some inappropriate shit. Notice how they don't care about that. They think that they have ownership of any sort of minority and will crack that whip like the slave masters the Democrats have always been to keep you in line.
It's like, look, we made you. We helped raise you to the top, and we can crush you, and we will. Don't you dare have any of your own thoughts.
Yep.
This is why nominating someone for inclusion's sake is never the right move. Now you got someone
You people said it was! You're the ones who wanted that! What, were we arguing to do that?
Now you got someone who was undeserving in the first place who also happens to be a horrible person. The Academy looking like clowns right now. Meanwhile, conservatives who wouldn't have had any particular interest in Emilia Perez might now find themselves intrigued, not by the bizarre film itself, but by the hypocrisy on full display. It's yet another reminder that identity politics is a tricky game where the rules can change at any moment. Dun, 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 dun,
I love it.
Let's bring up, this is Fealty working hard behind the scenes. Big shout out to
Fealty.
Look at that. They shouldn't stand so close together. Just makes him look very small.
He looks like Chrissy Teigen.
Oh my God, he does.
He probably has a dick.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Emilia Perez came under fire for comments he made. He was promoting the movie, especially what he said about the Spanish language. Emilia Perez is currently the movie with the most Oscar noms, 13 in total. Spanish is the language of modest countries, developing countries, of the poor and migrants, Audiard said during an interview in France, as he explained why the movie had to be in Spanish, not English, French, or German. There are an estimated 600 million people in the world speak Spanish. It's the language of our housekeepers, our pool boys.
Who is going to clean your toilet, Donald Trump?
It's the language of our bodega workers. It's the language of
get an orange drink
of the people. You know. It's the language of the people who make your Chinese food. It is. Let's watch this.
Que l'espagnol est une langue de pays émergent.
C'est une langue
good, not English. Great, my favorite.
De pauvres, de migrants, voilà. Je dois aussi.
This is exactly so useless. He's talking in French. Croissant. Comment t'appelles-tu?
God, he is ugly.
And we know what he said.
There ain't one attractive person in this friggin' movie.
Backlash was swift, as many called the director's comments racist, especially as ICE raids are skyrocketing in the U.S. Thanks, Trump, a market where Emilia Perez is trying to garner attention and accolades. I mean, it is the language of developing countries and poor and migrants.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
He was trying to say it's a hardworking language. It's the language of the deported.
Of the Latinx.
Yeah.
The Latinxes.
It's the language of AOC.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we get the gist of that.
They got Selena Gomez in this movie too. Apparently, people who speak Spanish say she can barely speak Spanish, but there's this part where she's on the phone with someone and it's in Spanish. And she says something, it translates the subtitles that it translates to something like, my pussy hurts thinking about you. And I just wrote, she says a line that she's like, mia pisha. I'm like, is that how you say pussy in Spanish?
My pisha hurts thinking about you.
Is that? I'm like, that sounds obscene. My pisha.
Like my pisha starts coughing when I think of you. Maggie Ellis.
That sounds like a spinoff, Pisha Cast.
Pisha Cast. Here's Selena Gomez revealing Spanish language is a challenge for her. Ruh-roh.
I'm going to diminish myself a little bit here. This has nothing to do with the film. I think I am honored to be a part of it. I'm not as happy with what I feel like I could have done in Spanish, but it's overall. I hope that it doesn't hinder my performance, and
the real
I'm
Selena
really
was
for the
based.
opportunity. Perhaps I could have had more time with it, but I was full throttle and I wanted to be a part of this so badly. So It was a challenge for me for sure. I'm going
What? So she doesn't speak Spanish normally?
She does. I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell, but apparently people who speak Spanish can.
Wow. Okay.
My Selena was based. You know Selena as in the Selena?
Oh, Selena!
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 Biddy bum
Bitty
bum,
bitty
biddy
bum
biddy
bum.
bum bum.
Yes,
She
of
was
course.
based.
Let's watch
She used to
this.
speak against abortion and shit.
Ooh.
Not her, the real
Until
Selena
she got
Spanish.
killed by her fan club president.
Not fluently, because I got my first job at 7 and I immediately, was, saying everything in English. So, but to reconnect to that has always been really important to
She's
me.
not
I
bad
released
looking.
an album, a whole album in
Mid.
Spanish. And, having the opportunity to do this was really special for me. So I love getting in touch with that side.
Was it difficult?
No, it was really
Not to act in like
No, it was really
so snapped in?
comfortable. Yeah, it felt really comfortable for me.
Do you still speak Spanish?
Not fluently, because I got my first job at 7 and
Paul and Tara in the chat just hit the nail on the head. She sounds heavily medicated. Yeah, she's got SSR
She sounds
eyes.
sleepy. Yeah.
That is the antidepressant glaze.
And then she did look puffy, like puffier than
That's how they look.
in years past.
Yeah, they get puffy.
And then people go,
they
"Oh,
can't
she's just a Latinx after age 30," and it's like, no, she used to have a very like thin and chic face.
Yeah, she's definitely heavily medicated. She's got SSR eyes
instead of Betty Davis eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, that whole movie is a mess. It's amazing.
Wow.
I can't wait to see how they're going to try to hide it all at the Oscars. Because if all this happened a couple weeks ago, it probably wouldn't have been nominated for so many.
Right. Interesting. It's like they can't get out of their own way. Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.